Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Kyle here with Family Firearm Reviews. Today, we're going to check out the Ruger Security 380 Lite Rack. So what this is designed for people who are in that Smith & Wesson EZ, people like that who have grip strength issues with arthritis, that may just not have the strength to rack a regular firearm. This is an easy rack firearm in 380, so low recoil. It's going to reach out to that community. We've had some people request this on the channel, so here we are picking it up. We're finally to the point that we're taking requests. With that, if you guys want to support the channel, there's some links down below. We do have a Patreon, an Instagram, a Facebook, and a merch shop. You can get some cool gear like this, or there's shirts on there that Lauren designed, so she's pretty proud of them. Go ahead and check that out if you want to support the channel. We want to thank everybody that's liked and subscribed so far. It's really getting cool that we get to have conversations and comments with other people, so keep it up and we really appreciate it. Now with that, we're going to dive down into the numbers. So the numbers on our firearms, we have a 3.42 inch barrel. We have an overall length of 6.52 inches. We have an overall height of 4.35, and we're running a width of 1.02. So it's really easy to conceal. We're running an unloaded weight of 19.7 ounces, and we have a 10 to 15 round capacity, depending on the style of mag you want. You can see there's the 10 rounder, pop that out, and we have the 15 rounder, which is going to extend your grip, but it really doesn't extend it too much, as you can see here. We do have an interchangeable base plate that we could swap out onto this one to make it a little more concealable, but it does have this kind of spacer on the magazine that Ruger is known for. As you can see, that moves up and down, so that may pinch your hand. So with that, we're going to hop down into the features. So with our Lite Rack, there's a lot of great features here. Not only is it easy to rack, but the rear slide serrations are very aggressive. You're able to grip them, and there's a little bit of a flare right here on the back. So if you get on them, there's a good grip at the bottom that you can get a hold of. It is internally hammer fired, so you can see when the hammer is up and when it actually fires in this window. There is a chamber indicator here. It's not a loaded one that pops up, but you can look down in there and see if there is brass in there. You can check if the firearm is loaded or not. We do have a nice set of sights. We have a blacked out rear that is adjustable, and we do have a front fiber optic sight, so it's easy to get onto those sights. The front slide serrations are down here, and they're not really that great, but there is a dip in here, as you can see, where you can easily get your fingers into those grooves. But if you're firing quite a bit, I'm going to assume that's going to get hot. You do have some cuts here, and that's to probably reduce weight, make it kind of look cool. But on a concealed carry firearm, that's a place where dust, dirt, debris could catch over time. So we're not going to really know how that is till we get a few rounds through this. Now, if you come to the other side, we have our slide stop, slide release, and we do have a safety here. It is only a right-handed safety and a right-handed mag release that does look like you can swap it over to the left, but all the other controls are going to be right-handed. We do have some decent stippling. We have the typical Ruger kind of sandpapery grips, so you can get a good purchase on the firearm. You can feel when it's there. The grip's not too big or overbearing, and with that frame safety, it's very easy to put on, but actually it's a little harder to put on, but when you take it off, it's really nice and easy. So you can ride that when you're getting some purchase on there if you need to, depending on how you want to hold this firearm. As you can see, if you don't have one of those mags in, you're not going to get a full purchase. Even that small one with the extended pinky grip, you can get a nice purchase on there. And you can see the takedown is a little different. You actually have to hold this back, pull this pin out, so that is something. Something I did notice is that when the mag is in there, your slide stop, slide release is really hard to index. You're going to have to push down fairly hard. We'll see how that works when we do have a round in the firearm. When I don't have a round in it, that slide stop, slide release works really smooth as butter, really. No big issues. It does feel comfortable in the hand, and if we want to check out the trigger pull here, go around right here. Got a little bit of mush, but since it's that internally hammer fired, there's our reset. Back on that trigger. When I gauged this, I was running around 4¼ pounds, maybe a little heavier. So it is a pretty light trigger, especially for this, but it is internally hammer fired, so it's pretty comfortable. So let's get to the ammo that we're going to run today. So our ammo that we're going to run, we're going to run some PMC Bronze 90 grain FMJs. We're going to run some Winchester 95 grain 380 ammo, and then we're going to run the 95 grain Bronze, right? So we're going to run all those different ammos through there. Let's get to the important stuff and get out to the range. So we're out here with our Ruger 380 Lite Rack, and we are going to do our 3-shot accuracy test. Let's see how that goes, how comfortable this is, how she functions. super light trigger. I had the safety on, it flicks up very intuitively. My shots are all pretty close, right off to the right hand or left hand side, sorry. And you know, pretty nice little shooter. So let's get Lauren's shots now.
I haven't practiced with this yet, and it was really nice, so I'm pleased. Wow, that's a lot of fun. It feels great in the hand. There's very light recoil. It doesn't get heavy. That was fantastic.
Oh. Didn't eject that one. Now that we've got our first 150 rounds, let's get our final thoughts on our first shots with the Ruger 380. Now that we have our 150 rounds through this firearm today, I've really had a great time with this. We definitely picked this up more for Lauren. She always runs the Canic. She does really care about her Canic, really love it. But this is something I think it might replace that after we get some training time under her belt. I thought it was great. Even without the front slide serrations, it really didn't get very hot here. I even tried to press check. We ran this without gloves. We threw a light on the front, so if you wanted to do that, we ran it with our sticky holster. It felt good being out of there. The trigger was a little crisper than I thought as my first accuracy test. It really is a light, crisp trigger with that, internal hammer fired, so you're getting a nice upgraded trigger. The safety is in a good spot. Flicking it down is very light, but flicking it up is a little tight, which is good. So in a combat stress situation, you're not accidentally going to put that on with recoil. Press checking. We had one double feed issue. Really not a big deal. I think it's break-in period as this slide starts to wear in a little bit more because it does have some pretty hefty rails inside of there. Trigger guard is very generous, especially on a gun this small. And even when I shot that 10 rounder, with a light recoil of 380, it felt really comfortable in my hand. Now, what did you think?
Now, I think that you're right. This might replace the Canic. There's a lot that I really like about this gun, and I think they really thought of everything. My overwhelming number one feeling is that it's like shooting a 22. And for me, that's huge. I'm looking for that weight, that recoil, that lightness in a pistol, and I think I might have just found it. It really thought of everything. The racking is so easy. I normally have to re-maneuver a gun and change my handhold a little bit to do that. This I had no issues. The mag loader and the way that it works with the magazines, I was able to load both of them fully myself, which again is something that I typically struggle with. So this is a gun that I can use all pieces of and that I would be able to use completely myself in any kind of situation, and for me that's huge. I'm really excited about this.
And it does come with this little mag loader. It's not the nice one where you squeeze, but it still pushes the round down for people that have grip strength issues. That's how they're able to give you that double stack and that high capacity of the 10 and then the 15 rounder. So we hope you like the review. We really appreciate you liking and subscribing to the video. There are links down below, so go ahead and check those out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. We want to hear from you. Get more content from Family Firearm Reviews by joining our Patreon and checking out the links in the description.